Hello, dear kids. Today's story name is The Kind-Hearted Giant. Once upon a time, there lived a giant high on a green mountain. He had a soft smile and a gentle heart. He loved to help people. From his mountain, he could see a small city with bright roofs and dusty streets. When he walked below, he wore a disguise so no one would be afraid. He would hide his great size with a cloak and speak in a kind, quiet voice. The mountain wind smelled of pine and adventure. One sunny morning, the giant disguised himself as a hunter and rode a strong horse down a rocky path. He passed through a deep, whispering forest. Birds darted like bright commas between branches. In a small clearing, he saw a man gathering wood. The man looked tired but hopeful. He piled twigs and logs with careful hands. The giant stopped and spoke gently. The forest echoed their voices. Leaves shivered as if listening to a secret. The giant asked, "Brother, what will you do with this wood?" The man answered, "I will sell it and buy some food for my family." The giant looked kindly at the man's worn shoes and thankful eyes. He wanted to help in a quiet way. He thought of giving coins, but instead he had another plan. He whispered simple instructions to the man about a horse. The man blinked, surprised, but gratefully followed what the giant said. The giant told the man, "Take this horse and sell it to the merchant, but do not accept less than 50 rupees for it. The merchant will try to bargain and offer you less because that's his habit." The man thanked him with a soft voice. The giant's calm eyes watched the man mount the horse and ride toward the town. Sunlight bounced on the horse's mane. The man felt hope like a small, warm ember in his chest as he went to find the merchant. The man reached the merchant's house and showed the horse. The merchant loved the horse's strong legs and shining eyes. But merchants are used to making deals. He offered less money at first. The man remembered the giant's words and would not accept less. He stood firm. The merchant frowned and counted coins slowly. The town clock ticked. At last the merchant paid 50 rupees and took the horse. In his mind, the merchant already pictured selling it again for more profit. The merchant led the horse to his stable and tied it to a post. He smiled to himself. He thought of finding a simple farmer and making a neat profit. The merchant set out through the market and along dusty lanes to look for a buyer. He found a humble farmer who seemed kind, but a little slow to speak. The farmer and merchant began to talk. The farmer liked the horse, and they started to arrange a trade. Everything looked set to change hands again that very day. Just when the farmer was ready to complete the purchase, he suddenly disappeared from the lane. People looked up from their stalls in surprise. The merchant blinked and scratched his head. The horse remained in the stable, patient and unaware. The town hummed with small noises, a cart creak, a child's laugh, the clink of a teacup. The merchant felt puzzled and a little uneasy. He walked back to his shop with plans still turning in his mind like leaves in a breeze. That night the giant thought of a gentle lesson for the merchant. He did not want to hurt anyone. He only wished to remind the merchant to be fair. So the giant dressed as a woodcutter and walked to the merchant's house under the moon. He carried a saw and wore patched clothes. His footsteps were soft for such a big man. He knocked and spoke with a small voice. "I am a poor man. I don't even have money to buy food. Please give me some work." The giant told the merchant, "How much will you charge to cut this stack of wood into smaller pieces with a saw? You can take as much wood as you can carry after the job is done." The merchant, thinking of a quick deal, agreed and set a price. The giant worked with surprising speed. He sawed and stacked each piece with careful hands. The wood fell in neat rows like little brown houses. The moon watched, and the night smelled of sawdust and pine. When the giant finished, the pile of wood looked tidy and ready. He then quietly took a large load of that stacked wood to the merchant's doorstep and placed it there like a present. Next, the giant went to the wooden gate of the merchant's yard. He set his saw to the gate and cut it into neat pieces, just like the wood he had split earlier. He stacked every plank and beam with care. Then, as softly as a shadow, he lifted the whole pile and began to carry it away. The merchant woke suddenly to find his gate gone and a neat pile of wood missing. He stepped outside and stared. The street was empty. The moon had slipped behind a cloud. Neighbors whispered. The merchant felt surprised and a little ashamed. He had been taught a quiet lesson about fair deals and kindness. The town would speak of the strange night for a while. The giant, having shown this gentle reminder, vanished into the dark like a kind wind and left the town to think. The next morning the merchant walked slowly to his stable and to the place where his gate had stood. He found only neat traces of saw marks and the memory of a gentle, clever visitor. No one saw the giant leave. The poor man who had sold the horse kept the coin and bought food for his family. The town returned to its small, busy rhythm, but with softer hearts. In the end, the giant had helped in his quiet, unusual way and disappeared back to his mountain. Dear kids, with this today's story comes to an end. Very soon, we will be back with a new and interesting story. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching, kids. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more fun and exciting videos of stories. See you next time. Bye-bye.